move to. Yeah.
It is the 8th of July, 2026. This is LRW WIKISPEED Stand-Up. Dave, you want to start us off?
Okay. Um, well, I didn't get as much done as I would have liked this last week. We had all sorts of family drama and everything going on here. But I did do some work on adding sound to my brain fixer there. You might recall I mentioned that the problem I was having was getting the very low frequency, getting a 40 hertz tone. And I believe I've solved this by instead having it give a click 40 times a second. So it's a hundredth of a 500th of a second click once every 40 times a second there, or 32 if that's the setting for the thing. And I experimented with various speakers, and I wrote the code to have have a switch on it on the thing that it can be both light and sound only, and light only, and everything. So basically, but I haven't, I've been testing it individually. I'm testing the sound with a different Arduino, just to make sure I don't, blow up the other one while I'm at it. I experimented with various speakers and everything. I haven't actually plugged in the merged version and set it all up, but I'm very happy with the progress that I made so far on that. And unfortunately, as I said, with all that's been going on here, that's all I managed to get done. But I mean, that'll be good.
Next week?
Next week. Well, I'm going to try to finish that up. Let's see. We're on blocks now, right?
Yeah, block 2.
Yeah. Okay. Blocks. I had a minor accident with my car and knocked off and lost the thing that goes on the front of the driver's side mirror, the thing that makes it more aerodynamic and protects all the electronics inside and all like that. And incidentally, I tried to 3D print a replacement here, like this, but it wasn't the right shape and everything. And then I realized it was going to be very, big and everything. So after a while, I gave up. But the point is, the block will be that I have to apparently take the car in twice to the dealer. What they have to do is they have, once they get the part in, it's white, and they have to paint it to match the car. And so, and they can't just take the description of the color for some reason. I said, well, you can look up my VIN number and see what color it is on your, when you sell the thing. And they say, no, there's some variation from car to car when they manufacture this thing. They're not uniform in color at all. And so if they just use the generic description of the color, it might not match. So I have to bring it in once so they can look at the color, and then I got to come home again. The next day I got to come back and get it. So the point is, that's going to basically shoot 2 days of work, plus various other things that I have going on. And Thursday, I've been asked to give a presentation at a new maker group that's forming and talk about, my making stuff, everything. But that'll be Thursday, but that'll be a time-consuming thing too. I'll have to be preparing for that. Although I'm very happy about that we now have a new maker group opening up in the area. So that's my blocks.
Okay.
And okay, that's about it, I guess.
Yep. So Lauren, you're up.
Okay. So my personal business stuff. it's been taking up my time as well as the second half marathon. So that's pretty much it that I did in the past week. Coming week, I am hoping to do more because yeah, I'm past. I'm going to be past both of these things. It looks like tomorrow. So I would anticipate I will be doing some sort of housekeeping regarding sending out the notices and looking at either the Docker things, whatever's kind of moves along or draws my interest. The Docker or the I still haven't tested that chip, the Vision chip.
Okay.
And blocks, yeah, and the blocks I already mentioned in terms of it.
Yep. Okay. So Michael Olchek says from Canada, I didn't get a lot done this week. I have investigated a couple of replacements for Windows because I am not hearing a lot of good things about Windows 11. It sounds like it automatically turns on that stupid taking a snapshot of your screen every once in a while and putting it into some sort of a database so that you can search for stuff. But it also means that Microsoft has screenshots of everything you're doing, which isn't good. You can turn it off, but it sounds like it turns itself back on every time there's an update, and Windows has an update every 5 frickin' seconds. Um, so there's a couple of Linux replacements that sound like they're very easy to transition to if you're used to Windows. I don't know if I'm going to go Ubuntu or if I'm going to try Mint or one of the other ones, but I did some investigation there. I've also found a couple of videos that describe a couple of business owners and what they use AI for. One of them actually made his own app for preparing video files. He does video editing, and you have to translate between 3 or 4 video formats for the wipes and all the stuff that they do. So he made a little program to do that with the help of AI, and he can't sell it because there's copyrighted material, and the AI actually reverse engineered some proprietary formats, but he can use it himself, which was kind of cool. And then there was another lady that did she wrote an app or coached it through writing an app to do the to-do list and figure out what was going on in her backyard. So she's got the various plants and watering and stuff like that. So that was interesting. But it sounds like you don't have to know anything about actually programming in order to get the AI to write you an app, which I'm not sure it's very secure, but it sounds like it's really cool for prototyping. Anyway, that's what I did this past week. Next week, I am really hoping to get back into Docker. Um, all of the all of my visitors have stopped. I don't have any ball games to go to with the grandson for a couple weeks, so hopefully I can make some progress. And blocks, just trying to get the lawn mowed and go to appointments and all the normal stuff. Anyway, back to you, Dave, for retro.
In crosstalk, if you like, I'll talk to you a little bit about Windows 11 and having AI design code for you. Which
Okay.
okay, but okay. Let's see. In retrospect, as I said, I didn't get as much done as I wanted to, but I did basically solve the problem of the tone and do a fair amount of research and coding and everything. So I'm going to give myself maybe give myself a 6 for the work I got done and 1 for making it to the meeting. And so I'll give myself a 7. And I guess I'll give the group maybe 5 or something, because you each got a little bit done. Um, and process improvement. Um, well, the house guests that we've had that have been creating all this drama and everything are leaving tomorrow, so that'll be an automatic process improvement. Uh, yeah, and hopefully that although things may get a little bit hectic or something, because one of the things that happened was that last night my girlfriend's son proposed to his girlfriend, and they're talking about getting married real fast or something. So I may have a wedding to go to or something. So who knows what's going on around here? Like I said, things have just been really weird around here for the last. Uh, we went in a couple of days from the woman having a restraining order put on the guy to accepting his proposal. So how crazy things have been around here.
Probably like, let's save that for crosstalk.
Yes, okay, yeah, but anyway, yeah, well, anyway, I was talking on a block, but yeah, process improvement, I don't know how much of process improvement I'm gonna get. But I'm gonna work on it.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna give myself a 3 for showing up and sending out the notice. And the team, yeah, I'll go with the 7 of 2 and no process improvement. Back to you.
Okay. I'm going to give myself a 7 because I actually got some stuff done and some research. And the Windows stuff isn't technically for WIKISPEED, but of course I have to get it done in order to be able to do anything. I'll go 7 for the team, and that will wrap us up. Do we want to do any of this crosstalk recording or?
No,
Nope. Okay.
I would say that working on your windows should qualify. I mean, I count cleaning up my office so that I can, make room for my projects to be part of it. So,
Yeah.
I mean, anything that has to do with your general working of your computers and your workspace and the whole thing counts as something.
Yeah. Okay. Let me hit the button here. We're going to